Little check here. I got this new toy and I put something in there last night and it's been sitting under pressure since I fell asleep. I started it at 30 pounds of pressure and it's fallen a little bit, but I'm just curing one mold, so it shouldn't like affect it too much. So what we're gonna do is you're basically gonna witness me like cranking this thing open for the first time, seeing what we see, and we're gonna pull the mold out and see what it looks like and see if we can get the thing inside out. So we are going to release pressure slowly. And as you can see, the pressure is lowering. This is a pressure pot. Like, welcome in, everyone. Oh, hey, Kate. So I am about to show you a project that I'm working on. Really, the thing is, like, with me opening up this valve super slowly, it's not very important at this point because what I have in there is a silicone mold. If I were casting resin or anything like that, you're going to want to open that super slowly so you're not like agitating things in there. But at this point, they should be cured anyhow, so it shouldn't be an issue. So let's see what happened. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it. I could have made like a catastrophic failure. I have no idea. But this is a pressure pot that I'm opening. It's made for paint spraying, but people use it for curing resin and things of that nature. So that's what we're seeing inside. It looks like just a puddle of goo, right? So let's see. Is it goo? No. It's solid. So the silicone's working. Now, getting it out of here. I've never done this before, so I don't want to destroy my mold here because it's like this is a good bucket. I'm going to use it again. So I don't want to have to just like destroy it. But there is something cool inside. Yeah, butter knife. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I may like again, this may be one of my first mistakes is that I might need to buy multiple of these buckets to use for molds because I don't know if I'll be able to salvage this one. I don't think I can pop this thing out from inside. So that might be the case. Let me click out of that. That might be the case. I might have to destroy it. Oop, but that's so that's where I'll pour into. So this will be the mold. That's what it'll look like. And then I'll pour into there. I'm most likely going to have to cut a slit. No, I didn't use mold release, mama. See, that would have been good for me to use. But I'm making some progress here. I think by doing a little bit of this, I'm opening up some air on the sides. No, I think I'm going to have to destroy this bucket. And that's okay. I'll just get another one. Yeah, more entertaining that I didn't. Yeah, watch me fumble with it. Where are my good scissors? There's some good scissors. Need that knife too. If you guys are hanging out, make sure to bookmark my upcoming shows. I'm actually going to go create some content today. Weezy Bama, I am demolding, or I'm trying to get this thing out of here. Here, I'm going to flip this around. Yeah, everybody's got a good pair. Well, I bought a, hey, White Blush. Hey, Kate. So this, you'll actually recognize what's, oh, poke a hole. Well, you'll recognize what's in here, Hillary. If I can ever get it out. I'm going to do something dangerous. Ha Yeah, no, I knew what you meant. I'm just going to destroy this thing like a brute. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. Like a brute. This is my first time ever making a silicone mold. I bought the, it doesn't want to give in. I know. I bought, like basically everything you need to start from scratch. So like many things in my life, I go into these little rabbit holes of, oh, I could do that. And I buy everything there is to do it. And then I'll do it for like a short amount of time and then move on. So we'll see. This might just be another short-lived thing. There we go. Now we're cooking. Uh-oh. Close, so close. Closed caption. Sorry, Quirky. As I will not be defeated. I will not be defeated. Okay, so we've got it to this point. Cooking with gas. All right. So that's what I need to get out of there. Oh my God. This stuff is like very strong. Oh my God. All right, so I am going to have to cut this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do it like along the top this way. So, yeah, I can imagine that'd be entertaining. So we're going to see. I could be doing this totally wrong. I have like an idea in my mind of how it's supposed to go, and I've seen other people do it, and I don't have any guidance or instruction. I had somebody who I was talking to yesterday to kind of like help me with certain tips or steps, and I wasn't able to get a hold of them this morning. So I guess here we go. Impatience. I could be ruining all this work right now, or maybe I get lucky. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just taking a knife, slice through one side from top to bottom. Oh, just on one side. Yeah, I guess I have seen that. I guess I'll start with one side and see what happens. So a score on there, just so I know where I'm going. Yeah, they're going to be totally pissed at me when, oh, excuse me, when I when they call me back and they're going to be like, dude, what'd you do? And I was like, I demolded and cut things and did all this stuff without you. And they're going to be like, dude, you asked me for help before, and I was helping guide you through so you do it correctly. And then you go off on your own and screw everything up. I know the anticipation is building. Just don't cut myself. Operator malfunction. This is great content. Lots of grunting and slapping sounds. Ooh. Start making lucite candles. Well, it's, there's a lot of steps in getting to that point where you can actually make them. All right, I'm really cutting into this thing. This is so nerve-wracking for me, maybe not for you guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. I really don't know what to do here. Hey, Graceful Thrifter. Okay, so for those of you coming in late, we started with this thing. It's a pressure cooker, pressure pot. Sorry, pressure pot. We pulled this thing out, and this has a surprise inside. We're just trying to get it out. And see, I feel like, oh, okay, cool. So I feel like if I cut, I don't want to cut all the way down on this side. I don't feel like, I feel like what I want to do is cut from this other side so I can like pop that open. And then when I reuse this, you'll put rubber bands around the side to hold that in place. And then you pour the resin in. So, you know what? This is a learning experience for me and for you guys. So, maybe it'll cost me money and save you money in the future. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go all the way down that side. I feel like I need to keep like the integrity of this base. How about some lube to make it slippery? Well, it's worked in the past, I suppose. I'm cutting this other side. I don't care. I'm doing it. All right. Yeah, there was one time where I was cutting something incorrectly. I was holding it here and I was cutting across the tops, dumb, with like a butcher knife. Not even like the way you're supposed to cut, like with that knife. And I went across the thing and it caught at the end, like it had some like resistance, and shunk, like butcher knife right into my arm, like a big old hunk missing. Not anymore. I mean, I fixed it, but Mike can make anything. Well, I'll let you guys be the judge on how well that turned out. So yeah. We're cutting from the other side. We're going to see what comes out. Yeah, I don't think putting any lube in there would help me right now. I think actually at this point it's like critical to keep like a good cut, like a good clean cut. So when I reuse this, my resin doesn't leak out and I have a clean mold. Ooh, okay. I think we're okay. Yep, we're making progress here. Oh. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Votes on you don't want to see blood today? Uh well, you never know what will happen. Um you never know what'll happen. So okay. It looks like I'll be able to get it out. I'm hoping like I don't rip this thing just straight in half uh while demolding it, but you can see some color in there. And I've wanted to do this for a long time. I have had the intention of doing this for almost a year. Oh, no, over a year. Like anyhow. I'm just thinking about strategy here. I'm doing one more cut. I'm going to do one more cut here. And I'm going to do one more cut there because I don't want the widest part of this. I don't want to have a cut below where the lowest level. I'm just going to do it. I'm probably making a mistake here. I'm going to say this is probably a mistake, but you know, YOLO. Watch, I'm going to talk to my friend later and they're going to be like, no, that's exactly what I would have done. It's weird how the world works. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense. We're almost there. One way or another, I'm getting the thing out of here. It's just a matter of whether I'll be able to reuse the mold or not. And that's the main thing, is making the silicone mold. For those of you just joining, that's what we're doing. I made a silicone mold of a vintage decor item. Well, fourth time's a charm. Let's do all four. You know? All right, be careful. Be careful. Don't lose your concentration. Don't rush. Don't rush at this point. Yeah, if you are just joining, I made a silicone mold. If you're watching over on YouTube, we cannot see your comments, so click that QR code to come over here and comment on how I'm doing. Make fun of me, whatever you want to do. And if you aren't subscribed to me on YouTube, give me a subscription, give me a follow. I'm new on there and I'd really appreciate your support. All right, I don't know what's going to happen. I've split it all the way across, and thinking back to what somebody was saying on just cut it down one side, it does make sense. I was just concerned on having my cut level below the level of where the mold ends in there, like the item. And so I was just kind of concerned with that. Oh man, this is a pain. All right, maybe. Oh man, so close. So close. Come on. Hercules, Hercules. Dun da 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 da. Is it gonna fly out of the camera? No, it's just a Viking mushroom. So I'm not the first. I won't be the last to make one of these molds. But I have wanted to do it for a long time. This is the medium size. I'll be doing all four sizes. But it looks like I'll be able to reuse. I don't know. Excuse me. I got a little brutish on this. We're gonna see if that's a viable. Mold from here on out. So what you'll do from here is you'll take rubber bands, or I'm sure maybe you could use some kind of tape or something. There's probably multiple ways to do this, but you'll do rubber bands around there to keep those seams together now. And they will be like airtight once you do that. Yeah, and then I'll be able to pour in resin, epoxy, stuff like that, and color it, and then make reproductions of this particular item. You can do whatever color you want. Or you could seal the seams before you pour the resin. Hey, good call. It will have lines though. Well, yes. Yes, to a certain degree. It's gonna have the mold lines from the original mold. I don't know how much those lines from the cuts are gonna show though, because they're pretty. Once you put it back together, they're pretty fine. I don't know that they're gonna show much. They might. You can sand the resin. You can polish it. Yeah, and so with that being said, I made the resin one, or made the one for resin first. This is like the first step. I want to not only make resin ones. There's lots of people who make resin ones. I want to make some metal ones. I want to make metal. I want to pour and cast metal, aluminum, steel, pot metal, whatever. I haven't seen too many people do that, and I mean, again, that's not an original idea either. I actually have one in my collection, but it's just something that if I don't know how to make it and it's something I want to make, if I feel like there's a capability, I try at least, or I research on how difficult it is. Brass, yeah, brass would be cool. Brass is, I think, a very high temperature, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Brass. Iron is super high because it's super dense. Brass might not be as high as I'm thinking. I could be wrong. High temp, low density. Yeah, that apple bum. Is it a paperweight? I think I know what you're talking about. Um, so yeah, okay, we'll see. Success, I guess, for the fact that I demolded this and I made a mold. Is it reusable? That is for another show. We'll see. I am gonna go out and create some content. I got to go by the post office and drop off all the packages from your guys's from my sale that you guys have purchased, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. I'm gonna go drop all those off right now. Then I'm gonna go create some content, and then K.A. Baker, because no more brazing. Make videos of how you create your creation start to finish. Can't you make a mold of metal? I can make a mold of metal, but casting metal is a whole different process. Create from start to finish. The thing about that is that, like, everybody, does their own thing and has their own process of how they do things and how they create things. Everything comes from one bit of information, like starting thing. This is how you do something, and then everybody kind of makes their adaptations or whatnot. I wouldn't mind doing it. I just feel super unoriginal doing it. Because there's so many out there. Like, I go on YouTube and I look on how to do things, I mean, the videos and the content already exist there. So if it like is already existing, I'm more hesitant to do it just because it's kind of unoriginal. But I can understand the appeal from different people and different teaching methods and things. So I understand why you would suggest that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe when it comes to the resin making and mixing colors and things like that, and just having fun with the process, I might document it and show you guys how it all goes down. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I appreciate the suggestion for sure. I'm always open to ideas. I'm always open to suggestion. So, well, anyhow, that worked. And yeah, I couldn't believe I didn't blow my house up. Like, these pressure pots can be weird if you try to pressurize them, or if you're not familiar with what you're doing, you can have catastrophic failure. And so I'm just happy that my house is still existing. And I think that's it. Let's go do a raid. You know what? Hodgepodge, she's doing like this huge, like 24-hour deal sale, like this upcoming Sunday or something. People were talking about it last night. So let's go pop over there, give her a follow. She's going to be doing some crazy thing this next Sunday. So I don't know. Here's your chance to get in first and be a part of the fun. So give her a follow, and yeah, we'll see you next time.